You may have noticed that I have slowed down my uploading on this channel. And so a lot of people have been asking in comments and on Twitter and so forth, where are you? Did you die? Are you bored of the game? So today I figured I'd quickly just go over that and we talk a little bit Vanguard. Now this video is brought to you by 50 Cards. If you still need Vanguard cards, you can go to 50cards.shop and use the code Solemn for a discount. Set 12 is currently on pre-order and is looking to have some really cool cards. Link will be in the description. I think the main thing that you should know, and that I've always made very clear, I think, is that I really love competing in Vanguard. I don't really see myself as much of a content creator as, Chris and so forth. The content creator thing, just so happened to happen because I did upload regularly, consistently, but my goal was always trying to compete at the highest level in Vanguard. I'd like to think that that's happening for the past few years. But so the TLDR is that whenever there is no competitive season going on, I just get extremely bored. So during this summer, Springfest ended, BCS wasn't there yet, and then basically I'm like, don't really want to upload. Even during Springfest itself, I'm not quite as motivated to make content because Springfest as a whole doesn't have that same prestige of, oh, let's try and get to Worlds. And so I'm just slightly less connected to the whole thing during those times. Rest assured, I still love Vanguard. It's just that if I'm not fully in it, I do not want to make videos pretending otherwise. I also don't want to make like weekly reveal videos when the cards themselves don't interest me. So whenever there's a new product that I'm actually hype about, you'll see me make a video about it. I'll cover it. I'm like, holy shit. Finally, I want to see this and that, and this is so cool. But if a card is just like, I just won't cover it. I don't want to sour the mood by going, wow, this card is hella boring. Because someone else might be enjoying that card, the card might just not be made for me, and that's totally fine. With that being said, I've also been focusing a lot on Solemn Tones, which is my software company, and some people might also see me upload on Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, one thing you should know about that is that Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently runs quite on autopilot. If you are interested in my Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll put a link in the description, but mostly Master Duel just automates all that content for me. A new pack drops, I review it with knowledge that I already have from playing the TCG, which is ahead of Master Duel. Then I make deck profiles with knowledge that I already have. I then make the top 5 decks with knowledge that I already have from playing the TCG and so forth. So while it looks like I'm uploading so consistently, holy shit, he's spending all of his time on his Yu-Gi-Oh! Content creation, it's like, nah, that's one day of work generally. Overall, my focus is very much on my company and then competing. And everything else, content-wise, just so happens to happen. Now, speaking of competing, this weekend I did go to the BCS in Austria and managed to qualify for the World Championship once again with a 3rd place. Yeah, I lost in the semis to Michael. He was playing Valkyrion. I rolled a 2 out of 12, so I went 2nd. And then I did not get the resters for Lambros. I was playing Tavas. And so yeah, go 2nd into Valk, Brick, GG, I guess. Still, Michael, really solid player, so it was all fine. Luckily, ended up getting 3rd place, and so I do get to go to Worlds for the 3rd time, which I'm very excited about. Premium did not go quite as well. I ended 5-2 there. Over triggers are still very, very cringe. And one of my losses was also to Reindeer whiffing, because yes, I was playing Highlander. Reindeer whiffs can be fine if you're already ahead, but when the game is going more or less equal and you need your Reindeer to hit to get your tempo back and then it misses, GG. So that's what happened. Regardless, the rest of the season I'm basically gonna chill. I'll probably settle for Worlds V Premium, try and do my Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds race alongside this while also running Solemn Tones, which has a lot of new products coming out very soon. Maybe I'll attend one more BCS if I'm lucky, but I really gotta prioritize my time right now. Now, finally, one thing I really wanted to go over is this survey. This survey basically says, hey, Vanguard is going one way right now. Do you think it's great? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's middle of the road? Tell us why. This is basically from Bushiroad himself, so I'll put a survey in the description down below. I'm gonna answer it live right now so you can see my thoughts on that, and then you can probably give yours as well. So I currently play and or buy this TCG. Vanguard, yes. Wise, I have heard of this, but I do not play it and have not bought it. Same. All right, next up. How long have you known about Cardfight Vanguard? 5 to 10 years. Have you ever bought or played since you found? Yes, I continue to buy and or play. From the following, choose the option that best describes your relationship with Cardfight Vanguard. Tournament player. I actively take part in tournaments. This is what really matters. Your your feedback and suggestions. Again, make sure that this is feedback that you agree with. You don't have to blindly copy me. You don't have to blindly copy Chris. You don't have to blindly copy any content creator. Just give your own opinions, as long as that opinion includes fuck over triggers. Product, content, card text, or illustration related. So I'm gonna assume that this is about, you know, how the card game itself works, because after that it's tournaments and events, which is more like organization style of thing. Anime and manga, you know, lore and so forth, and then other is other. So I'm gonna assume product content includes the actual gameplay. I see a lot of people going promos, 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 and I get that, but I do find that the promos thing is currently drowning out everything else. And I agree, the promos issue has been an issue and has remained an issue. It's a real issue, okay? But it's like, if we only ask for promos while ignoring other issues, that's not ideal. So I think the first thing that I want to put here is ban the over trigger, well, not in caps locks. Ban the over trigger plus heart. I still think this is a absolute stain on the game. As long as this thing exists, I consider standard a casual format. Same thing on Saturday. It's the reason I was playing V rather than standard. The amount of really good players that after the round came to me and was like, oh, I was gonna win, but the OT, haha. And it's not like the type of player that's always going X3 and is using it as an excuse. It's the type of player that tops consistently, and this time they didn't top because of that. And it just comes up again and again and again, and no one likes it. And I understand it's like a beaten dead horse, I get it, but the horse is still there. It's rotting. It's a rotting carcass. Can we just get rid of the carcass? Now I understand if they want to keep it in standard, at least in premium. Then at least premium can be competitive, and then standard can remain casual if that's really what you want. If you really want standard to be looked down on by literally everyone playing the game competitively and by outsiders, you know, looking into the game, maybe considering to pick the game up. If you just really want every Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, One Piece, and Digimon player to go, should I play Vanguard? And they go, oh, the main supported format is actually random as shit. And then they go, oh, maybe I won't pick it up. Looks a little too casual for me. If that's what you want for Vanguard, you know, then you're fine with over triggers. That's fine. Personally, I want more of Vanguard. I think Vanguard can be an awesome competitive game. So that is my number one ask. Now, of course, promo distribution should be changed so that important cards are not kept from most players / don't become too expensive. I think those two issues are like the biggest ones. Of course, you could argue, oh, maybe I don't like game design in this way, or I don't like game design in that way. That is fine. But to me, it's really over triggers are ass and they should go. Then it's promos as an issue. And then finally, I also want plus release more premium collections. I really like premium collection as a product and I would like to see more of it. Now, of course, I would also be fine with more clan collections, you know, V-style products. Those are also cool for premium and they're also cool for V. But I'm really starting to assume that they basically want to can that. It's more and more obvious with every passing month, and so I'm kind of just giving up on that. But I'll add it / clan collection because that would be pretty cool. So again, to me, it's ban over triggers, fix promos, and then premium / V support. Tournaments and or events related. I think they're fine. I really liked how Austria was run. I don't know how it's going in America right now. If you are an American player, let me know in the comments down below. I still think that 3 formats on 2 days doesn't work, and we see that. So I guess you could say like can V, but I kind of feel like that's what they're gradually doing with the whole clan collection, no V support style of thing. So nothing here. Anime or manga related. I'm not really much of a lore fan or anything like that. If you're having fun with the lore, awesome. If you think some things should change, you know, put it there. I don't really know. I have no real opinion on this. Again, I consider myself more of a competitive player rather than a overall franchise enjoyer. So if stuff is great there, awesome. If stuff is not great there, you know, let them know. And others, once again, nothing too much. I really just think, you know, those 3 things, OTs, promos, and more premium and V support. How satisfied are you with Cardfight Vanguard now? Ho ho ho. Ho, this is the controversial one. This is where you go very unsatisfied. Vanguard is always dying forever. No, overall, I think I'm somewhere here between these, you know, because satisfied is kind of like nothing needs changing, and average is kind of like Vanguard leaves me cold, and that's neither, you know, so it's somewhere between here. I'm gonna put average, but again, it's better than average. It's not like the game leaves me cold. Clearly, I spend a ton of money to get to the events. I want to compete. I want to compete at the highest level, but it's also not like no changes are needed. You know, it's somewhere between there. So I'm gonna put average just so they think, damn, we got to put in some more work. Next. How long have you known about Weiss Schwarz? I mean, I don't know. I don't care about Weiss. Sorry, if you love Weiss, it's fine. How long have you known about Weiss Schwarz Blau? I guess the first product. How long have you known about Rebirth? I don't even remember, you know. I've known about Shadowverse Evolve, I guess instantly. I don't know. Any feedback and suggestions for Bushiroad below? Give Solemn Vanguard a creator playmat. Alright, and then a big old privacy policy and so forth. Again, I'll do all of that off screen. But those were quickly my thoughts. Again, you don't need to agree with all that. You just have to fill that out however you see fit, what things you think should be fixed or improved upon, and that way Bushiroad actually knows what they have to do. I just wanted to throw my hat into the ring because I do notice a lot of people going promos, 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 and I'm like, there's a little more. But overall, I'm having fun. I will keep on competing. Content will come whenever I want to. Content creation is not my life. Content creation is not my primary goal. It has never been. And I've tried to make that relatively clear, but if not, well, now you know. So if you want to see my Yu-Gi-Oh content, go to Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh. If you're a metal musician or metal producer or rock musician or rock producer, you can go to Solemn Tones. And if you're just here for Vanguard, well, you're already at the right address. Hope you found this interesting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.